Welcome. This is a face totem with a very large eye on the forehead up top here. You can see that big flat carving of a diamond shape there. It's kind of translucent. This is the eye represented on a headdress. You can see the eye of the person right there. You see the circle and the little lines coming out. Almost looks like a sun. Move my thumb back a little bit, you can see the whole thing. When we tilt the profile there, you can see how the chin and the cheekbone poke out and the nose to the far right. This is a right side profile, of course. You can see the lines coming out from around the eye here. Keep that profile image there for us, and I'll behind the white a little bit so you can see how those little lips will poke out. I think the eye shows up better when I keep it over here. Well, this got wet, and so I came out to see, and it started raining, which ones I had to pick up because some of these have paint on them. So I wanted to make sure that I got the ones that had paint. You can see now the nose poked over here and a little indentation for the lips right there. See the small little tiny indentation? So now this is like kind of an all tucked in version. Their leaders wore headdresses, so a lot of tall headdresses. There's a lot on this stone. It's a really neat one. Some of these really clear flat eyes. I noticed when it got wet that it was super shiny. I was like, whoa, I didn't notice that before. So that eye can work for a couple different, if we look for the left side profile now, we'll see that there's a small image of a person with an eye, his nose, and you'll always see the little indentation for the lips there, and you'll notice that eye right on the forehead. That's a style of this art. A little better light there for us, and you can see the carving for that eye right there. See the pupil, and then around there, you see the little etching. This is a small statue. This is the face. And then while moving up, you can see that there's additional hair and different things. Perhaps large headdresses. Also might just be a profile image on the white section there. Probably both ways. Maybe 4 or 5 different ones. They were tricky like that. You can actually see the black eye painted in on the top there with the little eyelashes. If you look very closely, it's almost like a little drawing, like a cave painting. Well, this is a piece of the cave that they took with them and they painted on it. It's pretty awesome. It's really important. It deserves recognition. For sure. I love seeing these on the camera because I can see a lot more. So on the back of this thing, the whole thing might be some type of fish somehow, some way, like this, perhaps. But it's also a portrait of a person if you get it in the right direction. I think this way with a right side profile. Well, several different ones. If you just look at the white section, you'll see an eye, a nose, and a mouth, and kind of like the more clear white section of stone is the hair. So there's an imprinted image on this as well. You can see how the top comes to a point. So once you kind of spot the profile face, you can tilt it to the edge, and then you can start to see how there might be a nose and an eye right here carved in. You see the little lines coming out from it and things. And different distances will help in seeing this. You might see this big line as a face for a different image. There's several different ones in this as we tilt it. Looking at all the white by itself, looks like there's a carved in eye right here. You see the black gray with the stripes going up. You can see this really well on camera. You see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 very defined lines coming up there. So that's going to be one eye for a top hat person. And then if we give you a second to look at that, because that's one of the more defined eyes that I've ever seen. Just catching that on camera with you guys. You can see some other paint. So this is a piece of quartz that is painted. Go ahead and look on this side. Look for an image to the right. Looks like a Birdman to me. His eye being right here, carved in. You see how it doesn't look right when you put it like this, but as you tilt it, you see how it looks like he's looking away from us. If we're just looking at the white section, it's a human with a beak and these little lips down here in the brown section. This is his neck. That's his beak on the white. And you can see this is the proverbial Birdman of America. It might be a person in the brown. You see how the skin color would be brown, an eye, nose, and a mouth, wearing a giant bird hat or a giant bird headdress. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm glad I got to look at this with you guys. On the left side profile, you'll see maybe a laughing face. There's a lot of different images on this. See the crack as the mouth. These are going to be more of characters and not actually humans. This is a really beautiful one. Hope you guys are seeing the brown image of the face right there with the little black eye, nose, and the mouth. And then on top in the whiter section, a large bird hat with his eye right here, crest. It's amazing, guys. Truly amazing. I enjoyed this. I hope you did too. I'll talk to you guys soon. See you in the next one.